Hello, this is a video about it's time for the explain what we know, what we don't know, and theories I have on the show. So let's get started. Clock claims that he's been there the entire time that everyone else has been there, and says that they have not been observing it well enough. I have no idea what this means yet, as we're only 4 episodes into the show. Early in the episode, Vase asks who this person named Jason is. This will be returned to later, as they actually do explain who Jason is in the show. Not much happened this episode. It was to show who the characters are and how the show will actually work itself. At the beginning of the episode, it changes to Phineas and Ferb, then changes back to our show, and it's the viewer changing from our show to Phineas and Ferb and back to our show again. We will once again go back to this topic later. Multiple times throughout the show, we can see Words with Friends tile of eyes. This is most likely for comedic purposes though, and not actually something it's worth mentioning. Clock turned Felt Container into some weird weather thing. This could indicate that he might be able to go to other channels. When Green is thrown into one of Polka Dot's portals, a guy comes up and asks why the dead body is there. This will once again be returned to later on in the video. In the post-credit scenes, it starts to play the weather, which is not important besides a few glitches, but at the top it says that it is in Jasonville, which finally explains who Jason is. When the episode begins this time, it begins as usual with the planet that it takes place on. By the top right corner of the screen, we can see that it says Channel 57. This lines up with the Phineas and Ferb part of last episode. This also explains why the number on 57 ball is 57, and not one of the traditional numbers on a traditional pool ball. During this part, we also saw 2 other channels, showing that they are all in different universes. In the post-credit scene, we see the same guy who asked why Green's dead body was on the ground was in a different channel, which means that Polka Dot's portals take people to other channels. The show also seems to not even know what it is itself, as the person who says what's next up on TV doesn't even know what they're actually battling for. The Polka Dot thing says 2 things in reverse, and that's
change the channel, change the channel, change the channel. I could hold everything together for only so long.
I don't know why she's so scared at the first part though, and I don't know what she means by I can only hold everything together for only so long. Refuel Station might have a bad memory, as in the thought bubble, he remembers 57 Ball having arms, even though he does not. At the very end of the episode, there is a more realistic clock. This could mean there are other universes where the objects look more realistic.